of the list, and we actually are at the top of the list. And let's have a flick through and see if we can find our first opportunity. Not that one, not at the moment. No. Then we might have to spend some time looking at that one, watching it. This one. Nothing. Yeah, same thing again. We may have to watch this for a little while. No real telling where that's going to go. Let's have a look at the next one. Okay, now there might be something here, but we would have to wait for a while because each time it's gone over the Keltner, so it's leveled the Keltner here. If it follows the pattern, yeah, which is doing, we might have to sit and wait for this one to come up with the next candle. It has been bouncing a bit, bouncing around a little. So best, so I would have thought it would be bought a little bit more. Ah, there you go. I thought it would be a little bit more than that though. Yeah, there we go. And it will be around now, making its decision, and then started to get sold. Now that is following a pattern, and there could be something here. Could be. But we will need to wait until we see the next candle to give it a little bit more. Because it is bouncing around a bit. It hasn't really decided which way it's going to go yet. I think it's decided now. Maybe. No, it's still undecided. No, I think we'll leave that. That could be a bit risky. That's bouncing around a little. No, not there either. Not that one. Well, that's a little bit out. No telling what that one's going to do. So we'll leave that. In half hour, it might be different. 20 minutes, 10 minutes, it might be different. But can't see anything telling me anything there at the moment. So on to the next one. That's the same again. Nothing there. I'm saying nothing there, but that's right now. In 10 minutes' time, there might be something completely different. Nothing that I can see there. No. No. Nothing there. There could be something there, but a bit risky. It's right in the middle of the Keltner. And this one's just leveling off along the middle Keltner. So we'll leave that one as well. This one, it's been doing the same all the way down here. It's a little bit too risky. Not enough movement. Just not enough movement in any one direction. And let's have a look at the next one. Now we may have something here. Same again, because it's been bouncing around a bit, we would have to watch for the next candle maybe. Because right now it's leveling off. It's a little bit volatile. That could bounce any direction. So we'll go to another one. Keep looking. I'm never in a hurry, so that's nothing there at the moment. That's a little bit risky. Could go in any direction, so we'll just keep looking as we do. No. What we got here? There could be something here in, say, 20 minutes, half hour. Give it a chance to drop down like it has done previously. And then it's had a nice rise both times. So this one, it will be worth coming back to. I would have expected it to drop down a little bit lower than it has done. I'd like to see it drop a little lower. Yeah. And I think and still don't reckon it's ready to. I don't reckon the buyers are ready yet. Oh no, here they go. They're still a little bit undecisive. Too much of a gamble on there. I don't think they're ready to start buying yet. I think it will change within the next candle or so. But I think we'll come back to this one. So it might be down there for a while. And that's the euro. Okay, now there is something sort of forming here. The rise has been quite good. And each time the rise has gone up to the Keltner, the top Keltner that is. So it could be something here. But then wicks are really long, so it's been bouncing around quite a bit. And when that bounces round, that could completely change direction. Oh, looks like the bars are on now. I still don't trust it because it could bounce. But it's going in the right direction, was going in the right direction. So now it's bounced the other way. Right, we'll leave that one as well. Don't like that. No. No, there's no real clear opportunities at the moment. Nothing is like standing out. That could go anywhere. There's just no pattern with that whatsoever. And the same with that one. That's just going to level off for a while there. And still sticking to our 92%. So this one's on, it could be something here, but it's on the middle. Oh no, it's changing. Okay, so there could be something here. But same again, the wicks are quite long. And this has been happening for a few days now. So something's happening in the market to create this bounce. But there's so many things going on in the world at the moment. It could be anything causing this to happen. Nothing really there either. Let's just nip back to that euro that we were looking at earlier. I'm not sure if that was the one. Yeah, I think that was the one. Yeah, it changed. It was doing the right thing and then changed direction again. Yeah, so we'll go back to the top. Start back at the top. Hmm. It's very risky when it's bouncing around like that. And it's been doing it quite a while. But the whole market's like it. Yeah, we'll leave that one as well. Yeah, leave that one. That could do several different things here, so that's a little bit unpredictable. That could do a few different things, so we'll bypass that one. What's going on this one? Nothing there again. All this week it's been like this, but it's just time of the day, I think, at the moment. Because this morning it wasn't like this when I was. I did 5 trades this morning. It weren't like this. I'd say there's not a lot there either. That's a little bit risky. No. Now we've got there. Now, if it's going to follow what it's been doing previously, around now, I would expect it to change direction if it's going to follow its pattern. But it could sell all the way down to here, where it changes direction. I cannot predict that at all. So we'd have to wait for the next candle. And it's bouncing all over the place at the moment. A little bit risky. But it's dropping. It's been bought again now. There we go. And here's the change of direction, I think. Yeah, it's still going the right way. I'm not ready to trade on that at the moment until I see the next candle. Any minute now, the next candle will pop up and give us a little bit more. A little bit more of an idea. Here we go, the next candle. Still a little bit undecisive. It's bouncing both ways. A little bit unpredictable, I think. Yeah. Yeah, like that's yeah, it's not giving me any ideas or telling me which way to go. It's not giving me any ideas to stay, and it's not telling me to go. It's just not, don't understand what it wants to do. The quality is just not there at the moment. Try the next one. That's a little bit unpredictable. Yeah. Hmm. It's not done this before. Now, there could be something here. It's got it. It was bought there and sold there. Maybe there will be something here. But again, we want to see the next candle to see which direction it's decided to go. But I think I'm going to leave this one and go on to the next one. Nothing there. Sometimes I can sit on here and I can be here for half hour, an hour, and not find anything worth trading. And sometimes you just have to walk away and come back a bit later. There's no need to trade if there's nothing there to trade on. Some people would feel that they've got to do a trade. If there's nothing there, there's nothing there. If it doesn't feel comfortable and the signals are not there, see this has come down and come down there, but then we've had this piece in the middle, and it had a longer one of them in the middle here. This was only a short one, but that becomes unpredictable. I want something a little bit more predictable and a little bit more a better opportunity. No, nothing there. But keep looking. And we have got a live session on Telegram after this. So if there's nothing, there's no winnings here, give it an hour when I get back on Telegram for the live session. I'm pretty sure there'll be something then. Let's go back to the top and start our list again. Let's flick through a little bit quicker. See if we can find anything. I'd say there's nothing there. Let's come up, done that. Not a lot there either. No. Now there may be something here. It's a little bit higher than normal, than it has been doing. Let's just watch this for a second or two, see which direction it goes. It's a little bit higher above the Keltner than it has been, but it's still going up. So there's no real. And the buyers are quite strong here as well. I think that's as if it's going to follow its pattern, it will change direction. That's just going to keep going up. That we'll leave that a little bit unpredictable. That's done that there, done that there, done that there. So no, nothing there. Keep looking. But I think it's going to be one of them days where there's going to be no trade. But I'm not going to trade on something I'm not completely happy with. Nothing there either. Right in the middle, Keltner. RSI is saying it's going to drop. But that's a little bit out of pattern, so. But right, we'll try it here. We'll give it a. We'll try and sell one here. It's a little bit risky, but everything's saying the right things. Let's just give it a little bit of time. Give it its time. Candles are quite long, so there it goes. But that might be the length of the candle. We'll just wait and see. Just hope it bounces in our direction. Everything's telling me it will. There's our first one for the bag. Quite a difficult session at the moment. So that's our first one in the bag. That was our first £192. We traded 100 and we got 192. So we got 92 £92 profit, which is about $130, $140, something like that. So we'll keep looking. Let's go on to the next one. All we want is 4 or 5 trades like that every day, and slow growth on the account, and the end of the month. your account should be looking nice enough to have a nice withdrawal from. The art is, I think, is not to be greedy and just add to the account. You don't really want to make a huge profit in one day. It would be nice, but it doesn't happen like that. You gradually add to your account every day, and then by the end of the month, you've got a nice substantial amount you can withdraw and then start again. You just need to be calm and controlled, and don't place trades where it's risky and not safe. You only place trades where it's safe. And we'll keep flicking through these. What's been going on here? Let's just watch this one, see where this one's going to go. Looking at it, I'd expect this to be sold at least to the middle Keltner. And I'll sell it here. I think that's where it's going to be. That's going to drop down to the middle Keltner. Give it its time. Drop down to the middle Keltner and then start raising up again. That's what I've got the feeling it's going to do. But give it time. It's got about 40 seconds to do what I think it's going to do. It's having a little bit difficulty getting past my trading point. Now, I believe it will get right down to the middle Keltner and then change direction. And by then, we would have had enough time to take the profit. We're getting very close to taking the profit. It's getting very close to the middle Keltner. And we took another one. It's a difficult day. So now we've got 184 actually, £184 profit. Now, I just want to watch this now to see if I was right, and it will go down to the middle Keltner, which is about, I think it will change direction around, no, it's going to go a little bit lower than that, I think, before it really changes direction. The wick's gone down to the middle Keltner before. It wasn't the wick, it was the whole candle before. But it's changing direction. Well, it's... There it goes. So the wick got down to the middle Keltner, and then it's gone back up again. It's doing the same thing. And that's why I placed that trade there, because I thought it was going to do the same thing, and it is doing the same thing. So let's see if we can find one more. It is a difficult market. You've really got to hunt and look and control, and a lot of control to not just place a trade to place a trade. There's no point in that. If there's nothing there, then there's nothing there. But we see them, I see them two there, and they worked. So we may be able to find one more. But as you can see, these wicks are quite long. Candles are quite short, but the wicks are quite long. So that makes it a very difficult market to work with. You've really got to look and find patterns and things to really see what's going on. Now, that's well below the Keltner. And has it done that before? It did it back there. See, back there it did it. And when it left the Keltner, it went straight up. So there could be a good possibility here that it will level off and then shoot straight up like it has done previously under the Keltner. But it's a long way from the bottom Keltner. And it did this here, and it might just have a little bit of growth and then start dropping again. There we go, and it's going straight up, just like it did back there previously. And but there's really no telling what it's going to do. Now it's going to level off. So we'll leave that. That's not doing what I'd like it to have done for me to trade on it. Nothing there. Nothing there. Can't really do much about that one, or can't really predict what's going to go on there. But it's taken us 40 minutes in the stream to earn about $240. $240 in 40 minutes. You can't complain about it. No one can complain about that. It'd be nice to work for 40 minutes a day, wouldn't it? You did that every day. That's about $6,500 in a month. Nice. Boy, that's really bounces everywhere. Look at the size of them wicks. That's a little bit too risky. Where are we? Oh, we're on the one. No, we'll go back to the top now because we dropped down to 91%. No, nothing there. Nothing we can really do there. A little bit risky there. No. 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 We'll keep flicking through, but I can't seem to find anything else at the moment. Like I say, we're going to be on. I'll be back in Telegram after the free stream is finished. I'll be back in Telegram for after about an hour or so, 40 minutes, and for another live session. So we should make some money then. But right this minute, I can't see a lot more around that is worth placing a trade. Looking back at its history, it could be something here, but I don't think it's going to go much higher than it has done already. It's already got to the highest and it'll start dropping again there. Yeah, there it goes. So let's leave that. That's a little bit risky. It's done this little thing here and here, and it could just carry on going up. It did it here, did it there, did it there, and it could be doing the same thing again. So it's not worth trading on that at the moment. Yes, not a lot there either. I think it's going to be an unusual session where we make some profit, but not as much as we'd like. But sometimes the market dictates what you can earn. And then you come back in an hour, do the same thing again, and the market could be completely different. Now, I think if this going to, now it will start saying, yeah, this is exactly what I thought. Yeah, look, it gets down, there is a pattern forming here, and we'll try and sell one here. There is a pattern forming. It is following the pattern. It is bouncing a little, so there's still a chance that it could bounce back the other way. But I believe, see, that it's bouncing quite close, but I really think that this could be our third winner. Give it its time. Got another 30 seconds left. It's going the wrong direction at the moment. But then wicks are really long and it can bounce. But it's not quite doing what I expected it to do. No, that's not what I expected it to do. Well, okay, so 2 wins and 1 loss. That's not so bad. Not so bad. It's all part of it. Right, so it could be. Sometimes it's worth just hanging into the same one. It didn't quite, and then we need to raise it to 250 to regain that loss. So we'll place 250, and this time it will be a 480 win. But it's going to change direction soon. Maybe we was just I was a little bit early. Now it's doing something a little unusual now. It's got the same level as these wicks here. If it goes higher than that, then it becomes unpredictable. But yeah, now we don't know what it's going to do. It could carry on going up, or it could change direction. So now we'll move on to something else. Where were we? 92. Right, we're on our bottom of the list. This one's a little bit unpredictable, so you can't really do it. We'll go to the top of the list now. Boy, we have we can't do anything there. I wouldn't touch that. This one, it's done this and this, did it a bit there, and it's tried to do it there. Unpredictable. Nope. Yep, nothing there either. Nope. 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 We just keep looking. That's leveling off a little bit there, makes it a bit risky. That's the same again. That's a bit risky. Okay, now there may be something here. Looking at its history, it still can be a little bit unpredictable. Still a little bit risky. We'll watch this for a little while. To see if we get anything from it. See what the next candle is going to look like. I want it away from that middle Keltner on the next candle. So it's bouncing right on that middle Keltner, so it could go any direction. And we'll sell one here. But not forgetting that them wicks it's quite bouncy. So it's a little bit risky. It could really go any direction. But the market's like that at the moment. I don't really know what's causing it at the moment, but it does bounce around a bit. You have no idea why it's doing it. Something in the world is happening and making people rapidly buy and sell at the same. This is going to be close. It might bounce our way, it could bounce the other way. Oh, bounce the other. It didn't actually bounce. We just missed that. Okay, so we need to raise our limit to 550, and let's look for another one. Nothing there. Um, it has been doing that there and there. There could be something here, but I'd only go to the bottom Keltner. So it's a bit risky. There's not much room in there to play with. So let's move on to the next one. This one, looking at its history, it could go in any direction, up or down. But let's sit and watch it, see what we think. So we've had lots of high wicks. Let's see which direction it's going to go. Catch it at the top of the wick. And then place the trade. I want to place the trade when it's at the top of its wick. Once we've decided which way I think it's going to go. So now it'll be the top of the wick. And we'll sell it here. Now I'm expecting a high wick. Because there's been some really high wicks there. So give it its time. We might have been a little bit early. And we lost that one as well. Okay, so now let's up it to 1200. Now this will give us 2,500 to 2.3 thousand pounds back again. I'll recoup our losses and make us a little bit of profit. Now I'm going to sit here and wait for this one because it's going to change direction. I can see that happening, but not just yet. This could be the turning point. Not looking down there. did it. How often has it been above the top counter like that? Not very often. Hmm. I think we'll sell it here. Yeah, looks like it was worth waiting for, but we've still got 30 seconds left. And you can see how long these wicks are, so things can bounce in a different direction very quickly at the moment. It's going to be very close. I don't know why the market's doing this like this at the moment. But we got that back, and that puts us in a profit and, well, gets our money back, our losses back, and puts us in a profit. So I think the market is quite difficult at the moment, and there's no point in just staying on the market just to trade. I'm not feeling comfortable with it at the moment, so I've got the money back and made I don't know, made about $300, £300 profit. So we'll leave it there. I'm going to be in my Telegram channel in the next sort of 40 minutes, something like that, and with another live session. Let's hope the market has changed a little bit by then. And don't forget, guys, there is a promo code in the description down below, which will give you 100% on your deposit. So for all you guys who are, wanting to try and wanting to give it a go, sign up and you use the promo code, and you will get 100% of your deposit. So if you put $30 in, which is the minimum deposit, you put $30 in, you will receive another $30. Same with $50, $100, whatever you want to put in. But with the promo code, you will get 100% of your deposit. So thanks for joining the stream, and I will see you in the Telegram channel in about 30, 40 minutes, something like that. So, and we'll have a live session, a complete live session where you can see everything happening. Okay, I shall see you soon.